Hello. Hey, everyone. How's it going? It is Thursday at 3 o'clock Central, which means it's time for Journal in Progress for me. Let me get myself shared out here just a tiny bit. I hope everybody's having a good day. It sure has been nice and fall-like here in Kansas. It is 71 degrees right now, so it is darn near perfect. I don't know how you could ask for much better weather than that. It's been sunny and just beautiful outside. So I was out earlier today when it was like still in the 50s, and I have this hoodie on, and it's just been cozy, so I've left it on. Fall definitely makes me think of cozy, blankets, curling up. I wish we had a fireplace, but we do not. We've talked several times about getting a faux fireplace. We just haven't done it. So let's see. Hi, Kim. Hey, thanks for hopping on. I'm going to point my camera down and show you guys. So this is a little portfolio that I started last year. It has not much in it at all, but I did quite a few of these last year where I made them into like portfolio types things. And some of the girls too, I sent two out yesterday in the mail to the winners of the October challenge in my paper pack group in the creative club. And of course, those were finished. The ones I sent out were finished. But I came across this and I was like, that's what it is here. It's nice, isn't it? Wow. It's so nice. I'm like, well, let's finish this. There's actually two in there that weren't finished. So I'm going to go ahead and point this down. And y'all, I am still so far behind on my space. Like, I cannot seem to get in here and just buckle down and get it organized. Let me switch this around. There we go. So the more that happens, the smaller my craft area gets. So I'm probably just going to kind of use what I have around here. Let me get my cup out of the way. That would save a good amount of space. This big old, shove some things around and get that out of here. Okay. So for this, what I did, I think this was a 12 by 12. I'm not exactly sure, but you just take a 12 by 12 paper. Let's see, here's some of the other ones. And you score however wide you want. My little eyelet came out on that one. You score however wide you want the this to be. Hey, Pam. And then you want to make sure that your paper is not too awful directional, because you're going to fold this up. And of course, you can see the difference here. This pocket is much shorter, so it's the actual little booklet is much longer. And then I just folded in, I scored around the edges and folded in, and just basically made these little portfolios. And like I said, I just mailed out two of them yesterday to the girls in the group that did the October challenge. And yeah, I'm like, gosh, I had forgotten about these, and I came across them and I'm like, oh my gosh, these are just sitting here. I need to send them to someone for Happy Mail. So it looks like this one is also done. But again, I did these a year ago, and it's crazy how much you change in a year. Like, I round all my corners. None of these have been edged with ink. It's just funny how how you change. And then this is another one that's not been put together, and it just has stuff inside it to add to it. So, but within all of this, there was this one that had a fall. Hi, Lori. Hey, Linda. Hi, Marilyn. Hey, Marilyn. Did you get a telegram that I was going to be live? I'm just curious if you did. Me and Marilyn and John spent a little bit of time earlier trying to figure out the old telegram. Okay, so these are just papers that I had folded. I've obviously already done some inking and stenciling there. So I think they're all pretty plain. There's a couple of shorts. One thing, hey Debbie. Oh, thanks Debbie. One thing I noticed in this is that I didn't, like now I do so many more layering of pages, like not that having them all the same size is a big deal. It's not. I just do things a little bit differently now than I did last year, which, you know, is kind of crazy because it's not been all that long ago. So I'm going to grab, let's see, which one is it? I want to make sure I grab the tray that I am thinking of. No, that's not the one. Although here's a whole little bag of, oops. That's kind of a good color for fall, isn't it? I wonder if this is all Halloween in this bag or if there's any fall stuff. It might all be Halloween. Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay. Here's my little stacks of paper when I don't, you know, I go through these periodically and continue to get rid of. Oh, I kind of like that. Let's see. But I just have them in my little wheelie cart over here. And then the idea, of course, was that as I'm done with something and I have scraps, I would know exactly which tray to put it in. Do you suppose I've kept up with that? I just recently was like, you got to get back and, you know, utilize these scraps and just keep making new scraps. Ooh, that's pretty too. Okay, I'm gathering stuff like this is going to be a full-size journal. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's pretty paper. That's Christmas paper. That's stuff from that lavender journal. But none of it is exactly what I'm looking for. Hey, Heidi. Why aren't you on here on your business page, friend? Not that everybody doesn't already follow you and know who you are. Okay, this is the tray I wanted. I was at an estate sale and I got all of these red, like, things for $1, and I was like thinking that they would make great tags. So I'm looking for, I know I have some book pages from an old accounting textbook that has all of the really cool, oh, look at those. I don't even store doilies in here anymore. I got a bunch of doilies other places. So is it? I want it because it's got red writing, or you know, the lines from accounting paper. And I tore one up just Tuesday. The plaid is kind of nice, isn't it? Ah, aha! Yes, that's what I was looking for. Just those, that's what I want. Okay, back in the old tray. And I definitely have, because this is just a little portfolio thing. But again, it's just crazy how much you grow and change in a year's time, because I don't do things the same anymore. I'm like, this might be a really cool little half a page in here. It's kind of driving me crazy that all of the pages in this are the same. There's only 2 shorts in here. The center one and then this one. And that's it, which seems crazy to me now. Hey, thanks, Jerry. Appreciate that. Yes, we do, Debbie. We do. Get this. Then I'm going to fold it in half. And looks like this has some stenciling on it from something else, I'm sure. But yeah, I like things now to be almost like its own little collage when you open the page. You know, I want it to look like, and then on this page to have something out here so that it's all kind of part of the layout. You know what I mean? Wonder how wide this thing is. It's not quite wide enough. Nope. But it'll still go good somewhere else. But when you do the shorts, just when you go to sew it in, you just have to make sure that they are exactly how you want them. I kind of like this bunny right on the edge of that. Yeah, Pam, the girl, Sarah and Kim, I sent them some portfolios that I had made because I came across them and they're just sitting here. And I was like, oh, I'm going to send these to the October Challenge winners. And so I still have these little garden ones, which, you know, are super cute. But it's just so funny how much you change. Yeah, these are all from last year. And then this lavender one. And then the fall one I'm working on now and this other lavender one were just in this basket unfinished. So, you know, aside from the unfinished projects that I know about, there's apparently unfinished projects floating around here that I don't know about. Hey, Jeanette. How are you, friend? I'm glad you're here. So I think on this, what I'll do is just kind of, by guess and by golly, as my I want to say that phrase comes from my aunt. By guess and by golly. Is that just my family or does everybody's? Is that a known phrase? Don't you find sometimes that you're not sure? Like it could be something everybody says or you think it is, and then you find out once you're out in the world that that's really just your family that says those things. Okay, I kind of like that. So where's I want to put this in here. You've never heard it? I bet you say it now, Lori. By guess and by golly. And I know when I say a smidgelooli, I know that's just me. I don't even have to ask. I think that came from me talking to my children. Smidgelooli. That's not very even. So let's find another place to layer it up. Might as well be right here. It's opening to that, so let's do it. Oh, for some reason I feel like I like that on the outside a little bit better. And look at that. Isn't that, I think, yeah, I think I got this page out of a quilting book. So let's do, this is some of that homemade paper from Mrs. O'Leary's here in Wichita. Oh, paper is so cool. But look how perfectly that matches. I like it better this way, I think. I'm gonna go. Do you guys do this? This is how I figure out how I want my pages. I think this is probably the biggest difference. I don't think I used to spend this much time on the pages until after they were in the book. You know, after I had it all sewed in and everything, that is when I would make more, try and do more stuff. It was eventually I realized you have to do some of this before they get sewn in. God, that's huge. Where's my small? I want to do a thumb notch in that. I have this oval one. I wonder if that'd work. That'll make it pretty small. Well, poo. It's probably out here on my desk. Which is insane. Everything is everywhere. That's funny, Pam. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh and by golly, it's time for mistletoe and holly. Hey, that's cute. Let me think. Okay, so I did recruiting for before I got into management, one of my jobs when I worked my way up, I did recruiting. And let me tell you some of the sayings that people said to me over the telephone when I was trying to talk to them about clinical research and that kind of thing. Because, it's a fairly serious subject and people are skeptical by nature. And I don't blame them. Still can't find my hold. Oh, y'all, it's right there in front of my face. So have you heard it is? I didn't know that, Linda. Have you guys heard that your dog or like something it's about somebody not being the sharpest, person. If I say you don't know the difference between come here and sick 'em, come here and sick 'em. You don't know the difference between come here and sick 'em. Someone said that to me. I died. I don't even know the difference between come here and sick 'em. I was like, that is the funniest thing I have ever heard in my life. What are some other ones? Some of them have curse words, so I don't necessarily want to go there. I'm waiting for y'all to weigh in on the come here and sick 'em thing because I thought it was hilarious. The other thing I noticed is that there is absolutely no fabric whatsoever in any of these, which I find funny. Okay, so I'm going to go right here with, I want to do a little decoupage, I think. I feel like that'll tie some things together. I'm going to I like to use napkins. Dog eat it. I like to use napkins in my journals for decoupage, mostly because, let's see, I want that to be, I think I'm gonna flip this around just because I just like this smudge. Looks like it's maybe an accident, but I like it, so I want to keep it. Because napkins pretty much disappear into the background of whatever it is you're working on. And I like that. I like that. Oh, man, I say doggone it to my memory bank for future use. Yes, definitely add it. So my daughters, I don't think that my son has the same, I don't know, thought process, but when my daughters still, they will text me and tell me that they don't feel good or whatever, that they're sick, and I immediately say, doggone it, baby girl, doggone it, baby girl. And they've told me, I can hear your voice and I'm like, good, because that just makes you feel better, right? When mom says that, doggone it, baby girl. Using my glue stick. as a little bit of a cheat. So after I did the blue journal, the pink journal, the green journal. No, I did blue, yellow, and green. I need to get started on another color. I just hadn't done it yet. That's why it hasn't made it into journal in progress just yet. Okay, I like the look of that. Layering. Oh, you don't stick there. Don't you stick there, sir. But I still feel like we need a little something here. Yes, I learned that. Hey, Callie. That hound don't hunt. Yep, I've heard that too. I learned that from you, Linda, at the meet and greet. I had to do some right then and there, and it actually is in my latest journal. So let's see. There's a stencil. Yeah, I think that I can just fold this right on around. On this one, because it's not going to interfere with that stencil. It's just too dadgum bad that I found this so late. But I found this would be a great, kind of gratitude journal. All right, you dry. Okay. I know I have some fall themed napkins. While that's drying, I've got to run and get them. I can't stand it. I want to use one. I'll be right back. I promise. They were in my kitchen from when I had dinner guests. And I brought out the fancy paper napkins. So, aren't those pretty? Okay, so now I like the look of how that layers up when you open that page. There will be, several layers there. I'm going to go ahead and glue this shut. And actually, the potential for one more layer by sticking something in there. One more little something of interest. I'm going to try and blend that in just a little. Already like it better with the grungy grunge. Okay. So let's see. See if I can get this. One layer. I am just going to kind of let what sticks to it stick. Of course, I said that about it blending into the back. It's not going to do that when you put it on darker on darker paper. But we'll do it on a lighter one too. I always just use this glue after I've gotten it down for the most part to get the little edges. I'd like for it to kind of be basically a part of the paper after I've gotten it down. Oops. And I've also used some sandpaper before over the top, and it will get rid of anything that's not glued down. Oh man, where's my there it is. Hey Lori, how are you? Are you home now? Are you done with your partying and vacating? There, it blends in there a little bit better now. Hey, so that I'm sitting here thinking, which is always a scary notion. I'm sitting here thinking that so that this does not set in a drawer for another year and it gets utilized, I might just draw somebody's name and send it to them. So anybody that's watching, if you want to comment on here, I will mail this to you, because after I know exactly, I would put this right back in that basket. But there's still plenty of fall left, a good month that you could use this to, I don't know, write down any of your fall notions. Send it to me. Awesome. I'm not hearing you again. Where's your doorbell, Callie? I said hey to you. That's all I see. Hey girl, hey. So before I get off of here, I will just scroll and find a name and then I will send it to you. A lot of y'all, I already have your addresses, so that'll be good. If I don't have your address, I will message you to ask for it. Oh, this is more than one. I know it is. As I'm tearing it, it feels awful thick. Yeah. Oh, Linda, I don't know if you're still on here, but I channeled my inner Linda earlier, and I used, so let's see, with that there, maybe I can layer this. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. And I did some paper dyeing, and I used like some stencils that I had in some plastic placemats. No, that's okay, Callie. I think I was in the middle of, I just did, I just took some paper, and let me find my favorite ones. And I used spray ink, some coffee. Look at this one. This one's my favorite. The ones that were made with this stencil. That. I think, yeah, I'm saying, I think that was just plain. Aren't those cool? I like how the back, how it bled through just a little bit. Anyway, while I was doing this, it made me think of you, Linda. This one. Love. Yeah. Definitely, that purple was way darker than I thought it was going to be. Poor Kim. Poor Kim and her swap. I was her swap partner, and I was later than I ever have been this month. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, my husband's home, and I guarantee you he let Bugs in. I'm always so happy when Bugs is outside when I'm live. They turned out so good. Yeah, I had tried before, and I think I had always had it too wet, or I don't know. But this is the first time I felt like it worked well. Maybe I had tried to do it with fabric instead of plastic, like an actual doily. Oh my gosh, come on. Stinking glue. Well, too. Hey, Anne, how are you? How are you doing? I saw that you were live yesterday, but I didn't get on there and catch it. I am so horrible about, unless I happen to be here in front of, and doing something like this, like turn it on while I'm also crafting. Oh, this is going to be much messier than my other glue would have been. Okay. The good thing about Fabri-Tac, though, is you can just, get rid of it. I'm just going to fold this around. It is Everybody's busy though. You know, that's what I always tell myself. When I start to think and I don't have time, I'm like, okay, there are people that accomplish a lot and they have the same 24 hours in the day that I do. You know, it's all give and take, I suppose, right? Oh, I thought I would be able to just sneakily tear that little dab off. Okay, so now that just added one more layer of, so when you open that page, you've got like a little collage. There. Get that fully dry and down before I get too rough with it. There we go. So yeah, I will mail this out because like I said, it's been sitting there since last year. So I'll finish it. I'll completely finish it before I do. I'm just, when I do, oh my gosh, me too, Pam. Okay. Stencil and use a paintbrush to add more. Oh, okay. Yes. Oh my gosh, Lori, that is the truth. That is so true. Me and Cheryl, I was telling her yesterday I was so tired, and she said that's because it's dark at 5:30. And so you sit there, if you're like me, you sit there on the couch tired from 5:30 to 10, when normally you had another 2 hours of getting things done, which is probably why my craft room is still a mess. Is, you know, just as bad as it's ever been. Ever. Okay, so obviously got a little bit to do there. I need here, I might, let's see, I scored big time with these. I mean, I scored huge. Look at these. Just tons of the most adorable greeting cards. Oh my goodness, looky there. And the good thing is that so many of them are blank inside. That has to go in my kitty cat journal. Oh, that's got a cat in it too. Sorry, whoever gets this journal, sorry. Oh, that one has a kitty cat too. Dad nabbit. Not that I will use them. Oh, that is hilarious. Can you guys see that? I don't think I ever turned the camera, did I? Oh my gosh. Okay, that one might have to be it. Yeah, this, I mean, that was the last day, and I asked, there was a whole bunch. I went through and I actually donated a whole bunch of them that I knew I wouldn't use. And I asked how much for the lot, and I think that I want to say $2. And this is what I kept. And there are duplicates, but and all the envelopes I kept those too, but the best ones are those retro ones. But I think on the top there was like ugly ones. Okay, so what was I thinking? Where was I thinking I wanted to add this? Maybe I was just wanting to add it as a page. Dad nabbit, I got sidetracked. Oh. When I'm doing my journal, this is what I do constantly. I close it, start from the beginning, and start opening. I have cats. Yeah, I know I won't use it all, but when I have an idea for a journal, I start setting stuff aside in one of those little zipper pouches. Like Callie, like my Alice in Wonderland stuff. I made that journal. I still have enough to make another journal. Um and now I've got the cat journal and the Wizard of Oz. I wanted, being from Kansas, I really want to do a Wizard of Oz journal. So yeah, this is me constantly flipping through. I'm not sure if I like it there or not. Of course, the others, I will do stuff to cover this stuff, but like I say, I also have to keep in mind that my spine, I want to say that I made the spine 1/8 of an inch. Yeah. Or maybe it's 1/4 inch. I'm not sure. But what I can do, of course, is take out some of the blank pages. Oh, looky here. What is this? Does this have anything in it? Okay. Michelle, think it through, think it through. So let's see if I want this here. I can't have my sheep upside down. That, or maybe I like it better. Nope. I have to play with it a little bit. I feel like I need something. What's that blue paper that I found? That's not big enough. That's not big enough, Michelle. I am. There's no place like home. I might be the only person on the planet that hasn't seen Wicked. Should I admit that in public? I'm not sure. I don't think I like my little an uninvited guest. That is so cute. That poor baby. Poor baby. I have stuff piled so precariously everywhere. that white edge was kind of bugging me. That's so cute. That might be okay. I like this plaid. I like this plaid with it. So it might just have to go on this page here. There. I don't mind that layout. Oh, okay. Well, we all have better stuff to do, don't we? I really don't like that white stripe right there either on this card. And before I send this out, you guys, I will be rounding all these corners. That's driving me crazy too. Apparently I didn't round corners a year ago either. I mean, I don't know why, but you pick up on those things and then it becomes hard to let them go. I like how the dog is covered with it like this. Oh, it's too cute. There. A little late. I've only been live for 52 minutes. Okay. So now I've made 3 different layered. Yeah. So we've got this little bit of layer here. My glue stick. We got this little bit of layering here with these 3 things. And then this will be the center of the little signature with those 3 layers. And we'll see. That's going to be a little thick, I think. By the time I put stuff in pockets and everything, I want, and then whoever I send it to, I want you to be able to, you know, shove some stuff in there too as you want. So I will probably get rid of some of these plain pages. I like that stenciling though. I'll go through and make sure you get the cream of the crop. I'll make sure you get the cream of the crop, I promise. I mean, even those few pages made a difference. Let's put the one with the stencil in here. Where's my one that had my smudge I liked? Oh, hey, what about the new pages that I just figured out? Oh, that one has purple on the edge. Not that that really matters. It's not a huge deal. Y'all, I am totally just talking to myself, I feel like. Thanks for not making me feel crazy. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. Okay, so I'm adding pages instead of taking pages out. Not that plain pages are bad. We need to have them to write on things, right? To be able to journal. Oh, that is so pretty. I really like that. I need to do this stencil was in a 2-pack I got from Essential Stencil for an event. And, you know, it's a big stencil and I wasn't sure how all I would utilize it. But this is perfect. The perfect way to utilize a large journal or a large stencil for a journal. Oh, that kind of hides my plaid though, doesn't it? I will fiddle with that and see what the best course of action is. Oh my gosh, did my husband just leave? Oh no, that was the UPS guy. Oops. Busted. No, I'm pretty sure the only thing I got today was my Patchwork of Friendship from Michelle. I will be opening that too. I don't wait, you guys. I open them. So yeah, it'll still show. If I put it here, close it there, it'll still show and the flower. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I think I will definitely be doing, and this is since that is so wide, that is going to make a great, another, you know, a pocket instead of just being, sometimes the flap of the envelope is small. So I think I will probably work something in right here so that there's another layer on this guy. And that will probably do it. I will work on it and try and get it out tomorrow. Tomorrow or Saturday when I mail the paper pack. The November paper pack's going out either tomorrow or Saturday. It's not due to go out till Monday, but I've been trying to get it out a little bit earlier so that we can get it earlier and open it earlier. I might even, you know, do a little something like a little book plate or something on here. Okay, let me go over here and I am gonna scroll. Okay, let me switch this like this. Although whenever I catch a glimpse of one of my lives that I'm looking back, you guys are constantly looking at my nose because I can't see. It's getting ready to happen again. Okay. And right there. Callie. It landed on the thing that says, "You are such a Dorothy." That's the comment it landed on. Oh my gosh, Callie, you are so lucky. You say you're not, but you always win. All right, girl, I got your address. You know I got your address. Your big box went out yesterday too, friend. I'm writing it down like I'm gonna forget. Sometimes I give myself too much credit though, and I do forget. All right. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you hanging out with me for just this short hour. I wasn't on here very long, but I'm gonna see who's out there, who's live right now, and I'm gonna craft while I watch a video. I am Oz. That's funny. Oh, Callie. Oh my gosh. So last night, Tommy came in from feeding the animals and he said, Tommy, oh dang it. He said, yes, yes. He named the new bunny Cal. He said, tell Callie I named the new bunny Cal after her. I was like, oh my gosh, she is gonna love that. She is gonna absolutely love that. I need to send you a picture of him because he's the one I was telling you guys is kind of calico colored. So yeah, Callie, you have a bunny over here named after you. I thought that was awful sweet. Awful sweet of Tom. All right, you guys. Tomorrow night is First Friday, so in the Crafty Bunch there'll be lots of goodies, and I let's see, I'm on at 3 o'clock Central Time tomorrow, and then when I get off at 4, I got to hightail it to the school because my grandkids get out at 4:10. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock inside the Crafty Bunch. What time does it start? Maybe 11, maybe 11 or 12. There's several people before me. So, all right, you guys, I'll see you then. Thanks so much. Bye. He misses me. That's so cute. You got it, Pam.